Hello folks, Pat Gage here. And in this video here, I'm going to talk about the next era in commercial real estate. Why experienced commercial real estate investors and or brokerage firms are scrambling to enact or employ AI agents. I'm going to cover a couple different things here in this video on what we believe are the next big things. What if you could hire 3 employees right now today that never sleep, that never take off time, that never call in sick, they never come in hungover, they work 24/7, all this for about $100 a month. Compare that to what you're right now paying, let's say a virtual assistant, $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And you got to catch them on a certain time of day and this and that. That's what we're talking about here. This is already here. The people who are employing agents, and I'll show you this agent structure here in a second, are making a difference. They're able to capitalize on what the agent structure offers them. The first one we'd like to talk about, folks, is the 3 agent blueprint. We believe that these three type of agents to begin with are the minimum that you need to start seeing improvements. Okay, every investor, brokerage firm, realtor needs these type of agents working for them. Let's go over them right now. Let's take a look at the personal assistant, right? The personal assistant agent is going to do a lot of the mundane things that you don't want to do or you struggle with right now. Let's take a look at the first one, email. Everybody's overwhelmed by emails, right? Not only returning emails, but new ones you got to get in. You got to filter them, put them in which box, who replies to what. Have an agent do that. And that's what we're talking about here, folks, is having the computer do this for you. They can label your inbox. They can flag time-sensitive information or emails coming in, and they could all answer them as well. But we want to also keep that human in the loop there, where you have the final say before it's being sent out. Okay, so that's just one example of it. We can also look at doing your CRM or your back end system, right? Of updating the emails that came in from prospects, from sellers, and update their file inside your CRM or your customer relationship management software. Now, obviously, you don't have one of those. You need to back up and look at getting one of those, because that's probably a reason why you're so overwhelmed if you are. Okay, they can label records, they can update records, they can update follow-ups, all that kind of stuff. And that's just one agent. Okay, and also we take a look at the calendar. And again, if your 3 things are not the same, but we found talking to hundreds of people that these are the 3 top things that they spend their day on. Take a look at the calendar, right? Where to put the callback to the seller that wants to sell, the inventory of the different calls you have to make. Your calendar gets updated. Let's take an example here. A personal assistant gets an email in about a meeting that you asked for a couple different times. They chose the time. That agent does it and puts it over on your calendar. You're not even involved in that process. All you do is open your calendar and know, oh, boom, here I go. Here's my calls for the day. You don't have to respond back. You don't have to put it in your calendar. That agent does it for you. So that's what we're talking about here in this personal assistant. And again, you'd have to sit with your team or yourself. And these are 3 pretty good ones, but if there's different ones or things that you want to do underneath that, by all means, definitely do that. Now, the next agent we talk about is the lead qualifier, right? You got your email running right, you got that going. Now you get that. Now you have more time. Now you're more present, right? Now you're able to do lead qualifying. And take a look at your business right now is what dictates that. How many people are you talking to on the phone or via email that turn out to be just absolute dead space, right? They had no intention of buying, they had no intention of selling, whatever it is. It's a lot. So what we do is in the lead qualifier, we start out at the pipeline. You can see this funnel, and it goes through systematic things in the system that you already know, how you qualify people. We set the agent up to do that automatically. So the people that come down to the bottom here and they get on your email, they get on your calendar, they've already been qualified. You don't even have to go and start the conversation over again, folks. They already know that the reason for this call, they know the reason for this email is that we're doing business together. And that's what you need to do. That's how you roll your pipeline several times over. And does this ring true to some of you? I'm sure some of you are that are looking, wow, yeah, this is just one agent. This is just one way of doing it, folks. Okay. This is the most complex agent to build, the lead qualifier, because there's so many, let's say, idiosyncrasies that would go into qualifying that lead, right? And you got to walk through those and make sure that when they fall either to the drop and follow up session or onto a call or an email string, that they really are those type of people. So that's the only caveat on this one here is the lead qualifier is very much more sophisticated than the other two. Now let's take a look at the third agent that we're looking at doing for you is the marketing assistant. Okay. Now you got the emails going, you got the personal assistant going, you got all that stuff. Now you got more time, right? You got more time to meet with investors, meet with your sellers, meet with people that want to buy, meet with possibly, new investors because you're now focused and now you have the marketing side of the business. This is the agent would go and do social media content for you. That would also go and do, excuse me, the investor newsletter, put it together, put it to you, get it to you, email it. All you would have to do is approve and send. How much quicker and easier would that be? Let's talk about SEO and blog articles, writing articles for you. The AI can do that. And all you're doing is approving them or tweaking them here and there, and you push send. They can do automated scheduling as well. There's just a host of things that these agents can do. These top three are the ones we recommend for any business, real estate or non, to get you going and up to the next level. Now, let's take a look at it from a ROI or a return on investment standpoint. Let's take a look at all three of these agents. They do, let's say, 5 to 10 hours per week of saved work on your part or your team's part. What is that worth to you? Somebody that's going to work 24/7, 365, going to get stuff. Are they going to get right 100%? No, but 99% is better than doing it zero. And all of this for roughly about $100 a month, right? Depending on how deep the tools go and how many tools you're going to get once configured versus, let's say, 2,000 to 4,000 that you're spending right now for that VA in the Philippines or the VA in India. You have to compare that, right? And that's 3 core agents running for you 24/7, 365, and getting all the stuff done that you need done to move your business to that next level. So now you're meeting with more prospects, you're meeting with more sellers, you're meeting with more employees that you want to hire and bring on if you need to, right? That's the benefit of having agents. That's the benefit of using AI in your business. Now let's talk the next step, right? Let's say that you get this implemented and you find that, okay, I'm putting more tasks under the assistant than I need to. How do I, let's say, blow this out or move it to the next level? That is where we stop here. Let us talk about why businesses fail at AI agents. I run into some clients like this that have done this and they say, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's take a look at the first column here, most operators, okay? There's no documented SOPs or standard operating procedures. How you do something on a daily basis. That's your first step when you're building these agents, is if you're taking a look at the assistant portion, write down, there's probably somebody that's doing your assistance right now. Maybe it's you. Write down every step that you do. Okay. I know companies right now that are actually having There are people where cameras as well as software tracking on their screen to see and document every step that that person does in their job so they can then train the robots and or agents to do it for them. Okay, that's the level that it's getting to. But most people don't have that documented. You run around and go, oh, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. Yeah, great, you're busy, but what are you doing? Then AI has no map. So that's where we need to start, folks, is map out what your SOPs are. What are you doing on a daily basis? What does that assistant do for you? And then the agent fails because the agent, again, just like software development folks, garbage in, garbage out. That agent doesn't know how to go and connect and go which email account, what's a bad email, good email. You've wasted your money. Now, what we are proposing to do and what we provide, okay, is the winning operators are the people who are doing it. They have documented SOPs. We help you with that. We can come in and help you do that uh, in our done for you service. And then we have clear instructions on what each agent's going to do. A lot of this, when we go in and we found this out, that a lot of this stuff is people really weren't doing it. They thought that John was doing it, and Susie thought that she was doing it, and you just come across all this different thing. But you put it in standard operating procedures on what is a good and bad, or who's doing what and how long, you'll find out that the actual agents perform better. They execute better because they have better plan. Again, let's take it this way, folks. Let's say you want to go on vacation and everybody says, okay, let's go. We're going to go. We're going to be gone for 2 weeks. Where are we going? Nah, don't worry about that. Let's just go. Okay. Well, where are you going? Which freeway you're going to take? How do you know to go left or right? But if you come up with a plan and say, hey, I want to go to Vegas and it's going to take us 24 hours to get there. We're going to go via, let's say, Alabama or whatever, and stop and see your grandmother. You've got a plan, right? So then it becomes plannable and you can plan ahead. And that's the same thing we talk about on this. You get operational success when you walk through this thing and document it. So the agent knows exactly, and so the business owner knows exactly as well, folks, of what is right, what is wrong, what's a fail, what's a pass. Is this person really qualified? Ah, he's my uncle. Yeah, this and that. And what do? So you waste, half a day on it, and he was never going to do anything anyway. And I know you've had those clients. I have those clients all the time. So I want to figure out some way to do this, and this is the process. So let's take a look at the next step, right? What's the next step beyond this? Again, the SOP is what we really start with in getting it going. Now let's take a look at what we call the super agent structure. Now this is going one step above. This is putting another agent in charge of these three agents we have down below. Okay, we call it the super agent structure. So now what this does is this is acting like an executive assistant, right? That executive assistant sets the priorities, delegates the tasks to the different agents below. It ensures the quality, right? Before you as the human in the loop get involved. Okay, it tracks the results. Are these emails getting out correctly? Is the investor newsletter getting out correctly? Those type of things. So now we have that executive assistant above there. Now, again, you're above that person, right? You're above here. But now what you've done is you put another employee, another one that works 24/7, okay, in the place of you. So when all you're getting contacted on is stuff that's really a crisis, really all it needs is a push button of a send for you. You've gotten that. That's what we call the super agent structure. Now, again, you can go a lot more deep on this, but I want to keep it very simple so we understand just implementing these three things here is going to help your business. And basically what that is that it takes away the middle layer of a person before it gets to you. You have this executive system set up with all your guardrails, all your intent, all your goals is put into this assistant, as well as these here, but they're personalized to this task. This person really kind of becomes you, right? That's who that is. Okay. And if you guys have any questions about this, please, by all means, email us, comment in below. We'd love to talk to you about this and see where this structure would fit into your company. So now what's the next step from here, right? Give you a lot to think about, give you a lot to go, wow, okay. All right. One, you can go and go grab some of our courses that we have on our courses page at theopportunitycreator.com. We've got a couple courses on there that do AI underwriting for multifamily apartments as well as mobile home parks. Okay, that's just the start of what we can do. We also need you to subscribe to these videos. We come out almost daily with more content about how we get into this and how we move things forward. If you'd like to comment below, please do. Ask me some questions. See what ask me what you'd like to see in the next video. What is really bothering you in this? Is it the sales agent? I can't get this or I can't get that. Let us know and we'll make a video on it. But listen, thank you very much for your time and energy. We appreciate you and we'll see you on the other side.